Let's talk about welding. What's going on, guys? It's Dylan from Bain Racing. This is a new series we're starting. It's about welding tips and tricks. It's pretty much based for everyone, from a beginner to the pros. Any of the pros here, probably it's a bit of a yawn fest, but anyone that's new to welding, hopefully you learn something. So let's get into welding this manifold. So before we dive into actually running a full bead at the top of the runners, we have to look and see where our key spots are first. So where we want to put the heat into the manifold while it's still cold in a way. So those spots would be something like this, super thin. You don't have a lot of material to work with either way. So I would start here, 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 and here. These two you can get away with a little bit more, but especially these back two, you probably got about 10 mil worth of material. So if I was to weld all these big thick parts before I even weld the ends, well then I put a lot of heat into the material, and then it's going to be an absolute nightmare, and it's going to fight me more than weld with me. So the process would be tacking at least 3 tacks along the edges on the outside, and then tacking the rest of it, and then running a full bead by itself, by itself, by itself, and by itself. And like a torque sequence on an engine, we'd go this one, that one, this one, that one, forward, back, spreading the heat, and that way we're not trying to distort the plenum too much and run the risk of cracking and overall having a terrible time trying to weld it. So let's get into welding. So another thing to keep in mind is rod choice. Now, what I'm welding this with is 4043 or 4043 for Americans that say that. The reason why is because of the silicon count. It's roughly 5% depending on manufacturer, which leads to less distortion in the material because it puts it in the rod as opposed to putting it in the material like 5356. So that's another thing to consider. You wouldn't want to weld this with 5356 because it's going to pull and twist and just bow like a banana, and that's going to cause more work and more headache, and just, yeah, it's going to be painful. So 4043 is the rod that I use, and again, like I was saying, bouncing from front to back and left to right will also help with controlling the twist and the distortion in the manifold because I'm spreading the heat. And before I run a full weld, I'm going to have 5 to 6, sometimes even more, depending on the size of the port, tacks around it before the run. And it's not one consistent run, it's a single run down one side, a single run down the other. I'll do all the lefts, all the rights, the floor, then the roof, and things like that. So it's not going to be a consistent run, it'll be one side of each, forward and back, left to right, spreading it all. And another thing is torch positioning. I'm not starting on the thin material. I'm not going to have my torch here and try and melt this first. My torch is all the way into the port, so I'm pretty much shooting half of it down, half the heat down the port. I'm starting on the thick material here, getting a puddle, and then dragging it over. So as I dip the rod, I'm pulling it over and watching for the edge of this to sweat and then turn into a puddle, and also using pedal control as well. So a lot of the issue with the button and the slide is it's a pain in the butt to try and slide, move, and rotate the torch at the same time. So starting on the thick and rolling it onto the edge of the thin is what you want to do. You don't want to start on the thin, melt the thin, and then try and heat up the thicker material. So that's just one of the tips. So now let's get into fully welding it. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this somewhat educational. If you guys like this type of video, be sure to put down in the comments and we'll make more. Or if you want more tech videos about the difference between certain rods and why they act a certain way, be sure to let us know. But until the next one, guys, have a good one.
Zoom in on your weld.
Oh, don't.
Yeah,
It's terrible. It's terrible. These gaps are criminal, dude. Well, I hope you learned something. Otherwise, this is a waste of time.